ஹாய் கைஸ், வெல்கம் டு கூல் ஸ்டடீஸ். இந்த வீடியோவில் நம்ம மாடியூல் 7 பார்க்க போகிறோம். நம்ம சேனலுக்கு புதுசாக இருந்தீங்கன்னா சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க. வாங்க வீடியோக்குள்ளே போகலாம்.
Happy morning to all. Today we are going to see about Module 7 in Database Management System, that is DDL. In this module, we are going to see about naming rules and conventions in DDL, data types and constraints. So let us see, what is DDL command? DDL stands for Data Definition Language. DDL stands for Data Definition Language. As the name suggests, DDL command helps to define the structure of database and schema. Okay, so DDL command helps to define the structure of database or the schema. When we execute DDL commands, it takes effect immediately. Okay, the changes made in database using this command are saved permanently because its commands are auto-committed. The main purpose of DDL is to define the structure of the database or schema. So let us see about what are the commands available in DDL. Create, alter, drop and truncate. These are the four main commands used in DDL, that is Data Definition Language. So create command is mainly used to create a new database. Okay, the create command is mainly used to create a new database and its objects such as table, views, function, stored procedure, triggers, etc. So the main purpose of create command is to create a database, new database. Next, let us see about drop command. It is used to delete the database. Okay, the database can be deleted only once if it is created only. So already the data may be present and those database can be deleted using the drop command. The database and its objects can be deleted, including structures from the server permanently. So to permanently delete the database, its objects and structure permanently, we can use drop statement. And third one is alter. Alter is used to update database structure by modifying the characteristics of an existing attributes or adding new attributes. Okay, to update, to make any updation, we use the alter statement. The main is used to update the database structure by modifying the character of existing attributes. Next one is truncate. It is used to completely remove all data from the table, including their structure and space allocates on the server. Okay, it is mainly used to completely remove all data from a table, including their structure and space allocated on the server. Rename is used to rename the content in the database. The mainly to rename the content in the database, we use rename statement. Next, let's see why we use DDL command. What is the reason behind using this DDL command? The main reasons are it allows us to store shared data in database. Okay, we can store shared data in the database. It also improves integrity due to data independence features. Okay, it improves the integrity due to data independence feature. It will enable multiple users to work on same database at same time. Okay, this is also main reason because multiple user can use same database at the same time, and also it improves security, efficient data access. Secured if data can be, we can receive secure data and it is more efficient to data access. This is the main reason behind why we are using the DDL commands. Now let us see about data types available in DDL. Data types means the type of the data. So what are the types of data we can use in our database? Let us see it now. First, we can use varchar2, that is the variable length character data. Var means variable length character data, that is the maximum size must be specified. The minimum size is 1 and the maximum size is 4000. Next one is char, that is char. Within the bracket we have to give size. Char is the fixed length character data of length, size, byte. The default and minimum size is 1, maximum size is 2000. Next, number having precision p and scale s. The precision is the total number of decimal digit and scale is the number of digit to the right of the decimal point. The precision can range from 1 to 38 and the scale can range from -84 to 127. And the next one that type is date. This is mainly used to display the date. Okay, the date and time value to the nearest second between January 1 4712 and December 31 9999 AD is can be displayed. Long is the variable length character data up to 2 gigabytes. Last one is CLOP, that is character data up to 4 gigabytes. Next one is constraints. Constraints are the set of rules defined in Oracle table to ensure data integrity. These rules are enforced placed for each column or set of column. Constraints are the set of rules. Mainly the rules are called as constraints. What is the main purpose of using constraint means to ensure the data integrity. These rules are enforced placed for each column or set of columns. Whenever the table participates in data action, these rules are validated and raise exception upon violation. So the available constraint types are not null, primary key, unique, check, and foreign key. These are the mainly available constraint types: not null, primary key, unique, check, and foreign key. The below syntax can be used to impose constraints at column level. So first we have to give column data type, constraint name, and then constraint type. All constraints except not null can also be defined at table level. Composite constraints can only be specified at the table level. Thank you.
லைக் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, மறக்காம இந்த சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க.